Do you think accent is important or not?
No.
Not at all.
就是很多人呢会把别人的英语口音拿出来当笑料，就好像说好英语的唯一标准就是说一口纯正的伦敦腔。就是你们的嘲笑呢，让很多人就去害怕说这个口语。就是如果没有这些嘲笑呢，所有人都会有自己的自信去开口自己讲英语，就会不会担心自己有口音的问题。就是口音这个事儿到底重要吗？那这话呢，我说了不算。就让我们去问问其他说英语好的外国人，看他们觉得英语的口音到底重要吗？
Do you think accent is important or not?
Yeah, I think accent could be important. I mean, if you have a very thick accent, for example, I think some people would take you less seriously.
Yes. Yeah, even though if you have a strong accent, if you speak English well enough, I think it makes it understandable.
Okay, just understandable is the main thing.
Yeah, I think so.
In terms of being able to speak the language, the accent doesn't really matter, I'd say.
Yeah, of course, because there is a lot of accent, and sometimes we don't understand the accent.
Yes.
Like sometimes with Indian people.
No, sometimes it's harder to understand English if someone have an accent.
No, not really.
Okay. And what is the most important thing about English?
As far as you can speak it properly,
okay.
It should be fine.
No, I don't think so.
No, not that important.
Will you be uncomfortable when you talk to someone with a terrible accent?
I mean, it's a bit harder because if you have trouble understanding the person you're talking to, then it's probably a bit harder to, you know, if you have trouble understanding, then maybe you don't know what to say either, because you're like, you have to guess what they said, for example. So I mean, it's always easier having a conversation with someone that has like that you understand very well.
Well, I don't think I would become uncomfortable, but the only problem is that it's hard to understand, maybe.
No, not at all. I mean, I've got in the UK I went to an international school, so I had lots of friends from all over the world. They all had various accents. It's not uncomfortable. It depends on how ingrained that accent is. So if it's someone who's just recently moved to an English-speaking country and they're still learning the accent and they have a really heavy accent, it's not uncomfortable, but it can be, you know, difficult sometimes to understand what they're saying, and you know, you have to ask like again, oh sorry, you know, can you repeat that? But that's the language barrier.
Yes.
You know, they're learning a new language, so then obviously they'll have difficulty with certain words. I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable though.
If I arrive to understand what he say, it's okay. But if I didn't understand, it's hard.
An accent, I like a British accent.
If someone talk clear, it's okay.
It's okay. So you don't mind that?
No.
No, as far as I can understand what they speak, it will be fine.
If that person has a terrible accent.
Yes.
Yeah. Just if it's hard for me to understand what he's saying,
but that's probably not because of the accent. It's probably because of the
content. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your favorite English accent?
Yeah, I probably think it is the British accent.
Accent. Maybe French, English, I don't know.
My favorite accent is probably Australian or South African, speaking English.
Yes.
British.
Maybe British.
Okay, British accent.
Yeah.
Maybe US English.
Yeah, the American accent.
Yeah, American accent.
American accent, or
I would say British.
You would say British.
And how about you?
I think I would say American.
大部分采访对象大家已经看到了，是不会对你说一口纯正的中式口音抱有一些偏见的，他们会跟你正常的交流，只要你的吐字清晰，你能表达自己的思维就可以了。就是他们不会对你的口音特别挑剔，他们只需要听懂你的内容。所以说，不要再害怕自己说一口中式口音了，不要再害怕自己的发音不好了。就你现在要做的呢，是把每一句话说清楚，然后每一个单词吐音清楚就可以了，不需要追求特别高大上的口音，就是只要你能把自己的思维表达清楚 这样就完全足够了。
Do you think this accent sounds extremely posh with my extremely weird facial expression? Do you like that? I won't talk like that any day in my life. Those English learners need to be encouraged instead of mocked by you guys.
So, mockers, you don't have to do that. Just go for listening some BBC News. That'll be really helpful. Stop doing that from now on. I wish you luck and a happy new year.
留学的真相，出国必看。